yet. Okay. And we are live now. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Really excited to have you here. I think that we'll need a few minutes for everyone to join, and we'll be starting just in a few minutes. So while we're waiting, grab a coffee, get comfy, get ready for some great UI UX insights. And maybe let's do a little warm up. So drop in the comments where you're joining from and maybe your role, like are you a designer, a marketing manager, business owner, or just a person of interest? Let's see who's here with us today. Hello, yes. Yeah, I see that the number of viewers is increasing, but still maybe just a few minutes more. From Kyiv, nice. I see someone from Kyiv joining. Okay, anyhow, I see that the number is already increased. I think we can proceed. So let me check this technical things with live broadcasting. I think you can see the presentation. So why are we gathered here today, right? That's what you were asking. While we start, okay, my name is Sasha and I'm going to be your host today. And a few words before we proceed to the UX insights and what's your awaiting goal. This event is organized by Beetroot and we are a software development company that provides tech services and so we have a strong focus on a positive social and environmental impact. And of course, alongside development, we have a really strong visual unit department that specializes in UX, UI design, motion graphics, digital experiences, helping businesses create meaningful and user-friendly products. And we have our experts here with us today who's going to provide all of that I mentioned. And today we'll be driving with them into real world of website reviews, discussing usability, visual ability, and accessibility. And regarding this event, we received a lot of submissions for a real life website review and really thank you for being so active, for being interested. But within our time today, we won't be having an opportunity to review all of them. That's why our experts, they've chosen and selected the most interesting cases that will be available and insightful for everyone to hear. But if your site is not reviewed here today live, don't worry, because we'll be sending a follow-up shortly with all the attendees. And if you will have any questions, you might ask us. And of course, we have a chat here, so don't forget to mention your questions that you will have during this session. We'll have a Q&A session after the all reviews being proceed. We'll have like 10-15 minutes and our experts, Maria and Makita, they will do everything possible to answer as many as possible. And of course, about Makita and Ria. So this event will be dedicated to our two perfect speakers. It's Makita and Maria. They are both working within Beetroot. But I think it's going to be better if they can tell a bit more about themselves. So I think I'm just going to give a mic to them and give an opportunity to share. So yes, Makita, Maria, we are officially starting and the mic is yours.
Thank you, Sasha. Hey everyone, I'm Maria. I've been in design for over 8 years now, and during this time, I worked on all sorts of projects like websites, mobile apps, e-commerce, even a bit of motion design. So yeah, I've seen a lot. I love figuring out how to make interfaces not just beautiful, but also feel great to use. So we'll be breaking down some real websites and sharing tips that hopefully you'll find useful. So let's dive in. But first, let me pass the mic to Mikita.
Thanks, Maria. Hi, everyone. I'm Mikita, head of design at Bitruth. I've been in product design for over 15 years and teaching for around 10 years. Yeah, excited to share some of that experience today and dive into your websites, into reviews. So let's see what we can uncover together today. And let me start. Let me share my screen. And we'll start. So hopefully you can see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. First up, we have a website named voids.no. Probably it's a Norwegian website. So if you don't mind, I'll just translate it into English by Google Translate. Yeah, there is no localization on this website, so probably it's very niche application for Norway. So you also left a comment when you submitted this website that you'd like guidance on where to focus while refreshing everything from the app to the website and portals. Okay, we'll try to cover these questions, and let's start. Ria, would you like to start?
You mentioned that you just started this company, and it's a great start, actually. It's a good website. It has decent composition, the homepage of this website, but of course with some room for improvements, which we will break down later. So first scene that comes to mind is hover states. When user hovers any button, if you can demonstrate, Mikita, nothing happens, which is not the best practice. It's not really accessible. By accessibility standards, which we will be sharing some tips on in follow-ups, there should be hovers, ideally with some movement, for example, button getting bigger from the top of my head or arrow moving or something like that, and some color changes. So that is something to consider here. Second thing I want to focus on is fonts. These are really great, really readable fonts, which is good. But to make things more interesting, we can try to choose something different for the headings, for accent texts. Because this one is good, this one is readable, but still it can be more interesting, to be more engaging to users, more modern.
Yeah, probably. And there should be some tweaks with line height because it's too huge gaps between the text. So this should be reworked as well.
Also here, images could be improved as well. Right now, these shadows look a bit dirty. It can be improved all over the page. And the composition, right, Mikita?
Yeah, and the composition, and actually the screen does not really the best one. Probably you can share some more interesting screens with I don't know, parking with a parking lot or something like that. So it could be improved as well, maybe with some tiny animations, so users will be more engaged in what's going on here with this application. I also want to mention that there is a huge logo on the top of the screen on the headline, so it looked like too huge, and it's better to decrease the size of it.
Yeah, exactly. Moving forward, this slide with a map, I think the height of it should be reduced to fit in a viewport, because even on Mikita's big screen, it doesn't fit. And the composition could be reworked as well. For example, we can put the heading somewhere over here, let's say maybe we can add some description here, what are we talking about here, and also move all the controls over to the left side. And the map could take half of screen, for example, somewhere over here.
Yeah, it still can be a huge map if you'd like so, but anyways, controls, the description, what's going on in this maps should be just placed somewhere around it, so it's more understandable for users what's going on here. But anyway, it's a good practice to have a map on a website. Besides that, probably one more issue about this website is the colors. We have only one accent color. It's blue color, blue one, and probably it's nice to have additional colors just to have a more accents and just to split the user attention. So consider this comment.
Yeah, exactly. It's always nice to have some different accent color to make the website more engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on. In the next few sections, there are purely text, which is not always great. For example, in this section, efficient parking space management, we can add, for example, some icons in these sections instead of just lines, which just does not look very good, very organic here. And that way we would mix up the text and image content here.
Yeah, I agree with you. And probably about this blog, I would go with a regular way when we have a headline on the left side and a description on the right side. So it's more like just better to the reading for the users. But yeah, that's still okay to have such small slides with some with some good points like our mission.
With just text content, it's okay for not very big texts. The same comment about shadows could apply here.
Yeah, but probably this slide really looks good with these checkboxes, so we know that this is something that can benefit you from this app. So that's really good to have such visual elements with presenting screens from the app. That's nice.
It's always good to show parts of the platform, of the product. It's always nice for the engagement.
Yeah, the animation as well. If you can do an animation with your app, that's absolutely better way to showcase it to the users.
This is a good section as well, but composition of the image could be improved actually here, and the shadows, right?
Yeah, the shadows is the same problem. We have the shadows from the iPhone to this direction, and for this elements we have like a different way of shadowing, so it could be improved. Yeah, and probably the composition also could be improved in a better way. We can just drag some elements into the screens and show them just a bit outside of the screen, so it's more modern way, I would say. But in general, the idea was good, so just tiny improvements can help here as well.
This section as well could be made more engaging because previous parts of the platform are shown in some kind of a mock-ups. Here we could use that approach as well, or just rework how we show this image.
Well, yeah, in general, it's good. It's really good to have the screens, as much screens we can show to users. There's probably two different user types here, user roles, like admins and just the clients. So this is for another one, another user role. So probably you need to consider how to split these two user roles on this homepage and just show this app like a if you want to if you want more to have more clients for the app for using the app, you should probably start the storytelling of this page, focusing on them. Because I doubt that the end users will use this website to download the app. Probably they will find it somewhere in social media or in the App Store, etc. Yeah, but just like a first impression. Maybe I'm wrong.
And the same with this few next blocks. So here, for example, Barkin Solutions for Everyone, we can add some imagery, like in a subtle way. For example, while hovering the items of this list, we can see some images appear near them, something small, icons or images. But it could be a subtle way to add to mix this up for not just text content to be shown here.
Yeah, showcase for the clients. Yeah.
Yeah. And the next two sections are call to actions. Here it could be okay. You should consider you could consider which target audience, which call to action is actually more important, either download links or contact us. If contact us, I think it's a good hierarchy. Previous section could absolutely be simple, and contact us call to action more engaging with the image.
Yeah, agree. Totally agree. Well, in general, that's a nice start for the website, but it should need
It
some
could be,
improvements. Yeah,
yeah.
and probably it's a bit outdated right now to the yeah to what we have right now in the internet. So probably it's a
So
time
for a
to
startup,
refresh
it's
it.
great. Actually,
Yeah,
it's a
but
great start, as we said.
nothing critical here.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Yeah, we don't have a lot of time, so we'll move on to the next one. Thank you so much for your submission, and I will start with sharing a next one submission. That was uh, brainactive.ai. And you don't have a comments to the website, so we just go through in our way, just with reviewing some UX or UI.
Yeah, first off,
Yeah.
the color scheme is great here. I love it. It's bold, it's nice. This arrow with a background color, they are conflicting, but like in a good way. It's eye-catching. So
Yeah.
it's a great example of breaking the rules the right way.
Yeah, brave,
And
bold decision, but that's really nice.
and the fonts are absolutely great here. Interesting, fresh, yet readable. So my kudos to you. It's really great. In the first screen, what we can improve is the logos. I think they can be simplified a bit. For example, this Asia one with the red color, it's conflicting, not exactly in the right way. So we can, for example, make them monochrome or try some other variant to blend them in a bit better.
Yeah, maybe just black and white would be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, but in
it could,
general, the great hero section, great view.
yeah, to show the platform right away. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a good decision. Here we have the only text section, but in this case, it's again okay with not a very big text. Only thing that could be improved is maybe we can make it more narrow because there are some optimal number of symbols that can go in a line for a text to be readable. Here it's a bit more wide than ideal, but
Yeah,
overall,
just 6, 8 words in a line, and that's it. So then it's more readable for the users. Yeah, but in general,
another
that looks okay. Looks really fine with colors, fonts. I like it.
another text block. Here we could add icons for these steps to be more engaging, to make user understand more easily what are we talking about here.
Yeah.
Uh, So again, clean, nice section, but here we can add some graphic content. The next one, what we want to focus on right away is that the screenshot is the same for every item on the list, for every feature, which is not ideal. Ideally, if you don't want to show a lot from the platform, you can choose just a small part of the screen, just one feature to showcase. But if there's not enough screenshots to show here, we can switch to some more abstract graphic elements, like some shapes or something that to illustrate these points like in a more abstract way.
Yeah, or
But we
you
would,
can,
yeah.
you just highlight the elements on this screen. It would just help and interact more.
Mhm.
Yeah, while you're scrolling these sections, these items. Yeah,
And
and yeah, please.
the background here, it doesn't really match with main colors, and the screenshot just blends into this background, so it's not ideal. There's not enough contrast between them. So we would advise to either use this main blue color or maybe choose some different hue of it.
Or even don't use any color at all.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be the best solution. Yeah, tailored solution. Yeah, that's one more text block.
Yeah, here as well, we can try to, for example, to showcase all these industries, these use cases by adding some small images. Again, maybe on hover, while hovering education, we can show some icon or some image somewhere with a nice animation, nice interactive way, which would be again subtle, but still great for better for easier understanding.
Yeah, and definitely your clients should see all these use cases like more actively, so they will choose something what is more about them and see how you can help them. So um, that's better to highlight these blocks more attractive. This is very important block actually.
Yeah. Here, same comments I'd say apply from the section above.
Yeah, just the same. Yeah, no additional images, so it's just same.
Here it's actually okay for this section to be just text and the image starts showing up from the call to action section, so it looks nice.
Yeah, attractive and clean. I really like it. I wanted to get started right now. Yeah, so basically very nice website, very freshy, I would say. Still
Yeah,
have a area for improvements, but
some small tweaks and it will be super.
yeah, and maybe just more screenshots of the platform itself. Maybe some animations. It always helps to attract users and catch an eye. So
Exactly.
yeah, thank you so much for submission. Let's go next one. And we have some sort of cryptocurrency startup, I would say. Soulcorner.xyz. Yeah, it's not really big, not really huge website, not really huge homepage, but still there are
Yeah, there
area.
was a comment that here we want to improve the design while keeping the structure simple to save time, resources. So okay, let's get into it. First of all, it's great to have night and day color scheme, and that it automatically showing for user system. It's nice to have. The thing that could be improved here is margins. They are a bit chaotic. If they would be organized, it would be really great.
Yeah, margins between elements, between
Yeah,
headlines, text, buttons, etc.
exactly.
Yeah.
And hover states are actually not visible enough on some elements. For login register, it's okay, but for search, I think it could be improved a bit. And actually, login register button in not forward state, there's not enough contrast between black and purple.
Yeah, it's totally inaccessible. Yeah.
Yeah, again, doesn't pass the accessibility standard.
Yeah, actually, first what came to my mind about this website that I'm not really understand how does it work? How should I buy something with a cryptocurrency? So I would love to have here some or a video explainer or just a text explainer, some blog maybe after the recently added items, just to explain users how the deal should be closed, how you can buy it, yeah, how you can buy the car or a bicycle, etc. So this is an important one to explain users what's going on, because maybe you will lose your clients just right away because they just don't understand what's going on, how it works. Yeah, and it's probably the same as recently added. I would rather split this section into categories and uh, recently added cars, like some stuff from famous brands, bicycles, etc. So you'll have a bit more sections, more to see for the users, and it wouldn't be so messy as
Yeah,
it.
there is categories already, and we can show them in like a different sections here on the homepage because it's really small. It's not long, so we totally have room here to split them up. And as it's not very big, we also took a look at the product cart. And here in viewport, we don't see the heading, which is not very great. So maybe we can move that up. And the standard practice is to put all the important info on for example, on the right side of the screen. And we don't even see the price right away in the viewport, which is also something to consider. So maybe the additional images could be under the main one, and the info could instead go a bit up in the screen.
Yeah, I agree. I really like this view actually with huge photos, but I also want to see the price and some basics about this item, about this car. Just it's more like the way I used to see the products in e-commerce stores. So that's probably could be improved. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but in general, really nice, really clean. So good job. Just make some improvements. Okay, let's go to the next one. And just a sec. Okay. Our way tours.com from Scandinavia. And yeah, we had actually a lot of thoughts how to improve this landing page.
Yeah, a lot of discussions.
Yeah, like alignment, text alignment in buttons, colors, because they are just a bit dirty, I would say. Just like a lot of screens, a lot of repetitive elements, like upcoming tours, discover tours, more tours, more tours. It's yeah, understandable that's a website with tours. And for a first look, it just looks
Just like
like
every other operator
yeah,
that
yeah. Just like
combines.
Booking.com, for example,
Yeah,
or something like this. Yeah, or hotels 24, etc. And yeah, we thought that this is something like this, but then we started to read what is the site about, and this is more undercover because this is a website with uh, really nice tools with nice solutions, and this actually this small
there is a
sentence.
uniqueness to this
Yeah,
proposition. Actually, yeah, it's a local saying. It's it has, this project has a story. So we really advise to consider showing the story, like starting from scratch and creating storytelling here for the page to showcase that, because it's not visible from the first glance.
Yeah, you left a comment actually that you're particularly interested in design changes and usability improvements. Yeah, it still could be just refreshing what do you have right now, just refreshing some colors, some sections, and that will help a lot to this website.
Yeah,
But
adding the search right away on the first screen, like for example, Airbnb has things like that.
yeah, search bar, it's like uh, should be on such websites. So
It's
sometimes,
actually,
yeah.
if I may, it's very crucial. It's the safest start for user. It's the safest way to engage, because press a button, it could lead to some form. We know that find a tour, for example, leads to another page with all the tours, but user doesn't know it yet, and just a search bar with some filters could be a great way for user to engage right away, right from the screen, and for returning customers as well.
Yeah. So the best way to, yeah, of course, the season is will start just in a few months, so probably you wouldn't have time to rework all the website in a new way. But probably for the next iteration, you should consider recreation the website from scratch and make a story, make a storytelling for the users where you explain the value of your tours through the Scandinavia, through the cities, etc. And you have a lot of photos here, but they look like stock photos, and probably you can make some photo sessions and create more appealing content,
Yeah.
more modern content, so
It's
more
not
live.
necessarily hard and time consuming. It could be 1, 2 photo sessions during one tour, for example, or 2 tours, and it could be enough to fill the gaps here.
Yeah, but if we'll talk just about the refreshing what we have right now, so it's probably improves the colors, buttons,
Yeah,
get rid of
buttons
the
consistency, because there are a lot of different types of buttons which serve the same purpose.
and they just work not the same because this one leads to the other page and this one just shows more filters. So it's not really good to have such UX traps. Yeah, that's a small UX trap, but anyway.
Still.
No, still, yeah. Yeah, this is nice actually section that you can explore in a way you'd like. So this could be improved and maybe more focused on the website because you have a lot of like a similar blogs to me or most popular, upcoming, etc. So probably you can decrease the amount of uh, this blogs and just use the main one so users not be lost here in this all of this information because in final way they will just force to the tours and that's right but just decrease amount of same same elements on the website.
But yeah, if you'll start rebuilding the website in a way that we mentioned in the beginning, from the storytelling, it could all fall into place in this process.
Yeah, and our story block it like should be reworked and implement in the storytelling of this page because it's no one will read it actually. We read it because we were interested in why it's important here. So yeah, that's really important, but the users probably will skip this slide, and it could be improved, could be implement in the all landings page, all the storytelling of the website. Yeah, and then Instagram probably, uh, I don't know, maybe to choose a few posts to show, just a few with a nice views, nice photos. so no need to show all of them. Yeah. Maria, I think anything else to add here?
We also discussed a travel plan in like in a cart when the user adds some tour. It could be nice. It's not on a homepage, but if you add any tour to the
Yeah,
cart, I think you already have something from our discussion
yeah,
previously.
you're right.
Yeah, and it would be nice to have something like a tour plan with maybe a calendar, maybe something like this. Because now it looks like a standard card for a product, but tours have its own specifics, and it can be shown in the interface.
Yeah, it could be helpful for users, so you don't mess with tours and would not buy for the same time.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah.
So that's probably it, right? For
Yeah,
our
looks like, but very interesting case. A lot of area for improvements. Thank you so for submission. Let's move on. And the next one, yeah,
FNT software.
software. Yeah, please.
Yeah, so you left a comment that you're interested in improving the conversion rate and optimizing the sales funnel for this niche IT company. So yeah, we would also talk about that as well, because even small changes could improve conversion drastically. Um, First thing that we noticed here is again the accessibility of the buttons. There is again not enough contrast. The hues and actually, yeah, the color scheme could be improved as well, modernized. I'd say right now it looks a bit outdated, but like the crucial thing is the contrast here.
Yeah, I agree. Uh, Probably nice fonts, but
Yeah,
also maybe a bit outdated, so could be
it's
improved.
it's readable in headings, but in texts, in bigger texts, it's not so good. A good font pair could be chosen here. In this block, there's a nice element, a nice touch. When you hover the images, they start moving. It's good. The movement is always engaging. But as for the images, there could be a shift from this like stocky
Yeah,
techie images to something more. For example, we can show products, or if you don't want that at all, there can be again some more abstract scenes, some shapes, but especially this here, this one on the right, it looks a bit outdated with this little lights and everything.
yeah. Too too many moves, too many attention. Yeah, probably could be better.
Yeah, it doesn't serve any purpose. So the images could be improved.
Yeah, agree.
Um,
Well, general, yeah, all looks clean, looks good. Probably
yeah,
no.
it's clean. Just need to be modernized a bit. Header actually, it could be simplified. Ideally, we should have like 5 maximum items in header uh, for for it to be user friendly. So that is probably something to consider here as well.
Yeah, agree. And regarding, yeah, of course, that's really nice to have a block with logos, with some famous logos that everyone knows. So this is very helpful to gain some clients. So this should be here, maybe a bit reworked, but still, this is a good way to show your clients, your companies that you work with. And back to the your question about uh, conversion rate, improving conversion rate. So yeah, there is no simple like answer. Just add this one or this one. Of course not, but in a complex way, you should showcase your solutions and your product. So, because from this page, we don't know what's going on actually. We just have a general idea about the techie industry, about the techie company, but nothing else. So you have a use cases here actually, and this is great to have them, and this is would be very helpful to move not of course not all of them, but the main probably 3 5 use cases to move to the main page and show them as better as you can, so the uh, leads that will visit this
Yeah.
website will
Users could
probably
find themselves
yeah,
there.
exactly.
Be great.
Yeah, and that just could help stay them on a website and probably go to the contact us button later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just modernize the website so it's like other industries. Uh, it's a new, it's a freshy, so you're on the top. Everyone should see it from the first view on the website that you're the best guys in your area. Yeah.
I think that's it, right, for this
Yeah.
submission.
Yeah, looks like that's it. So in general, this absolutely okay website, but consider this improvements.
Yeah, from accessibility point of view, from trends maybe point of view, there is some room for improvement. And we actually have time for one more submission.
Let's go to the one more. Yeah. Geography. Geography.com. Yeah. Very
It's
nice naming.
exactly. Yeah, and it's overall it's a very nice website with a great look and feel, with this big cozy images. I think it shows a great knowing of target audience, which is us partly. By the way, we love tea.
Yeah.
Here, what could be improved? Fonts readability sometimes is not where it's not great. Sometimes regarding the size of those texts, sometimes just the font, but it's something to consider here. And the height of hero section is a bit too much. We
Way too much.
don't,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't even see that it's a slider in the viewport. We have to scroll to see that. It's not ideal. You should consider changing the height here. With the fonts, yeah, I already mentioned this. Also, hover states, not everywhere they are visible enough. So, accessibility audit also would be good here. Yeah, for
For
this
example,
button,
here. Yeah.
there's no hover state.
And
Something
it's
to
a bit jumpy.
consider.
I just noticed it. The slides right here are in a different size, and that's
Mm.
because the whole website will be jumpy, and it's a bit annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What else? There's a good quick view feature. It's good while choosing products. And yeah, we actually took a look at the product card, which is pretty nice as well. There are standard composition here with the important info on the right. Maybe just the margins between items could be organized a bit better. But overall, it's great. We see from the start the heading, the price, some variants, some options. Add
Yeah,
to cart.
for the first view, I don't have any question to this yeah to this items. I just can choose what I need and add it to cart. So probably from user perspective, from user experience, all should work well here.
Yeah. Just The main advice here would be to look into accessibility regarding font sizes. Yeah, the height of sections, this jumpiness should be considered as well, because it all adds to user experience greatly.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
overall, it's really nice. Yeah, it's cozy. It's in the style of the product, I'd say.
Yeah, that's actually the way of the photos, how they should look like on this our way tours website.
Yeah.
This is the best way to show your photos. So cozy, so nice, nice light, nice composition. So very nice.
Even such photos could be also found on stock websites, but it's like it takes some searching.
Yeah, but not the regular one like a Shutterstock or so. You should go to the Unsplash, for example, or Pexels, etc. So there you will find more natural photos, more live photos for your website. Yeah, but in general, I really like this website. Just tiny improvements, maybe some user experience improvements could be done as well, but this is more deeply review should be done here. So for the first
Exactly.
view,
Great.
very well, well done. Yeah, thank you so much. Probably a little bit running out of time, so Sasha.
We have some time for questions, right? I see there are already some questions. Right?
Yes, that's right. Thank you guys, and thank you for making it all up to time. We've got a few questions throughout our session. I think we can start from the last one because you're sharing a geography site. So regarding geography, we've got a question like, are you okay with such set of unreadable fonts?
Yeah, that we mentioned that actually
Yeah.
earlier, that it's something to look into, the accessibility, the readability of fonts, especially like the small captions, right? The search line.
Great.
So yeah, we're not totally okay with
Yeah.
that. It could be improved.
Only with probably with the headers. The headers looks good, but the other
The heads, yeah,
font
yeah.
not okay. So yeah, this is a room for improvements.
Okay, it was regarding geography, and I think while you're sharing the screen, we can go back to a few more questions that we had. For example, regarding our way tours, there was a question about maybe could you please show the whole page and investigate other pages, but maybe you can do that shortly because we have more questions, but still it would be nice to also maybe check.
Okay. Yeah, probably the best way to choose this is a tour page. Let's see one. I don't know. Maybe Oslo. Can I? Okay, find a tour.
Discovers, so, like,
Discover. No, it's yeah. We are
oh,
here. Well, yeah, okay. So we have for some reason we have like a lot of text and a small photo on the main page on a hero slide. But if you want to show it, if you want to have this text here, it should be more attractive. It should be probably with a um, bigger photo just to attract users. But actually, I would like to see, first of all, the tours, and I would love to see them more like in a better way with a bigger photo with some like uh, points of yeah. Well, you have here some. Important one where it will be time, etc., languages. Yeah, this is an important one. So it could be just improve it in a way how it showed because right now it's super small. It's like a lot of tours you can see here. and probably the tour card could be improved, could be made bigger, and yeah, but there's a lot of tours. Okay, so
Yeah, but all this comments stemming from the one we made at the beginning, that with the right storytelling, right approach to showcase the uniqueness of this company, everything else would like develop from that.
yeah, you're right. Because right now this is like other websites, and I just don't know what to choose. There are too many tours. Too maybe that's okay. Maybe users want to see uh, such a huge amount of tours, but for me, I just want to see just highlighted one, just the best tours you can offer, and I would love to attend them.
Okay, so maybe let's move on to other questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else about Soul Corner?
I think we can answer some questions not regarding the sites.
Okay.
Uh, yes, but thank you guys. Maybe you can switch off the presentation for now so everyone would see you together. Great. And I will not try to pronounce the names correctly, so I'm just going to read out loud the questions. There was a question about if there is no access to analytics or user data, how would you approach an UX audit? Would you mainly rely on heuristics and usability testing, or are there other methods that
Well,
can still
probably,
provide it?
yeah, there's different ways, and one of them, of course, the best way is to use analytics to just
Yeah,
see heat maps of the website, what's going on here, where is user lost, where user clicks, etc. So, of
it
course,
pays off. So
but
it's
yeah, but of course, the other way, there is a user experience standards. So if you just follow them, that's already nice, already good. So this is probably the best way to build your product if you don't know where to start. So just go through the patterns, user experience patterns, and use them.
yeah, and a lot of Googling for if we're talking about something specific to learn the target audience, to understand the user.
Yeah, yeah. Find some user flows, define uh, who is your client, define what's their needs, and following this information, you will build better website. Yeah, definitely.
Great. Thank you. And also, the next question is also regarding your professional experience. In your professional experience with UX design, do you work with a standardized checklist or heuristics evaluation framework when conducting audits? And additional to that question, the next one, could you share maybe some examples of websites you consider to have good design? I think it's for our designers to gain some motivation.
I think in the follow up we would include some best practices websites. So yeah, not to we don't have a lot of time, actually 6 minutes. So maybe we would include this into the follow up.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, great. This is like, by the way, don't forget to stay tuned because after this session, we'll be sending in short amount of time, we'll be sending a follow-up with short comments on today's session and also some great tips from our experts here. But still, just a few more questions. There are questions from Yuda. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Hi, I've noticed that many websites don't use distant hover state, for example, that are showcased on Lapa Ninja. Is it a trend?
Not having a distinct hover states is it's an anti-trend, I'd say. It's not good, basically, like to answer simply.
It just more looks like it's someone forgot to add them.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of people designing websites and not everyone considers everything that should be considered, like accessibility standards,
Yeah,
which
the
is
interface, yeah,
yeah.
the interface should interact with the user. If it's not, then this is a bad interface.
It's a basic principle.
Great, thank you. So it's not a trend to establish that. It's better to have a first date than
Doesn't
not to.
look like.
Okay. And also, you've mentioned a lot the conversion rates and overall conversion as a part of evaluation your website. And we have a question regarding that. That is, what is the key action to be done as part of the conversion flow? Contact us button or maybe something else?
Well, it depends. It depends on the product, depends on a service. It could be contact us, could be a form, could be some kind of interactive questionnaire, could be a download button, right?
Yeah, so that's it really depends on a product. So uh, yeah, contact us. This is a good way to interact, but not always.
Not
Probably,
only, not
yeah,
only.
yeah, probably better to have just like a questionnaire or a feedback form, or just call me back with uh, just one field where you just leave your mail
Yeah,
or
depends on the user, on the target audience. Which is a better way for them to engage. So, but it's crucial to have a distinctive call to action on a website. But which one? It depends.
Maybe if you were to create a list of the top popular action in the conversion flow, what would you name it?
Hmm.
Well, we listed some already, like a contact us, download. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Oh
It
yeah,
would be
feedback form, probably feedback form, the first one, because
yeah,
it's easy for everyone. The users just left their contact information and their question, and uh, yeah, the product can answer it. Sometimes it's a live chat. For example, for our ways tours, I would say the better way to communicate with your users is just have a online chat and fix
yeah.
all the user needs right away. So
Sometimes back to the basics is actually good. We can imagine how it was done back in the day when a user would go physically into physical office of a tour operator and interact with them. So what we could implement from that experience on a website.
sometimes it's just a phone number in a header. That's just it. Just a phone number.
Um, Great. Thank you very much. And I think that we're officially moving on to the ending of this today's panel webinar. How would you name it? I'm gonna share my screen one more time and then I'm gonna say kudos. Tell me if you're seeing the QR code here.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yes, Mukita, Maria, thank you very much for today's session. It was really insightful and uh, really well put. And of course, a huge thank you to everyone who've been with us today and who registered, who submitted their sites and agreed to all this scheme that we decided to do. And if you want to take your UX even further, or maybe you have some questions left, or you need help with visuals or deeper UX review, or maybe I don't know, you'll need some design solution or guidance on design decisions. So we would love to chat. Here's a QR code, and you could connect with our business development director Nikita, and this is QR code to his LinkedIn and also his personal email. So connect with us, connect with Nick, and don't forget that we will be sending a follow-up with everything that's been here today and more with some tips. So keep an eye on your inbox. And yeah, thank you again. Thank you for being with us, being a part of this experiment, and being so active, asking questions. And I've seen everything that was in the chat. That's it. Have a nice day. Have a nice designs in your future, and have a nice week.
Thank you, everyone.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Mhm.